Success is not about waiting for the right moment to come to you. It's about actively choosing to pursue it, even when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or difficult. Commitment means making a decision that no matter the circumstances, you are in this for the long haul. It's about being persistent when everyone else is looking for an easy way out. While convenience might seem tempting, it's rarely the path to real success. Every successful person you've ever admired has faced moments of doubt, struggle, and failure. But what separates them from those who never achieve greatness is their unwavering commitment to the journey. Commitment means that when the road gets tough, you don't quit, you double down. It means that no obstacle is powerful enough to derail your mission, because your purpose is greater than any temporary setback. Convenience tells you to stop when things get hard, but commitment pushes you to keep moving forward. It drives you to give more when you think you've given enough. It requires you to make sacrifices, to put in the extra effort, and to stay focused even when the results aren't immediate. In life, convenience might give you short-term relief, but commitment gives you lasting fulfillment. The results that come from taking the easy route are often shallow and fleeting, but the rewards that come from dedication, from showing up day after day, far exceed anything convenience can offer. Those who succeed are not the ones who look for shortcuts. They are the ones who decide to go the distance. They understand that true achievement requires staying the course, no matter how inconvenient it might feel at the moment. When you embrace commitment over convenience, you begin to see that every step you take, no matter how hard, is one step closer to the greatness you are designed for. Excuses are the silent killers of potential. They give us a reason to remain in our comfort zone, to avoid taking action, and to justify why we can't move forward. When we make excuses, we are essentially putting a ceiling on our abilities, limiting what we can achieve. Excuses mask the truth that we have the power to change our circumstances. But we often refuse to see it because it feels easier to blame external factors. Every excuse is a barrier that prevents us from reaching our full potential. It's a form of self-sabotage that keeps us trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. When we say things like, I don't have enough time, or I'm not good enough, we are allowing fear and doubt to dictate our actions. These excuses might feel like a shield of protection, but in reality, they are the chains that keep us bound to a life of unrealized potential. Excuses also feed into the narrative that success is only for the lucky, the privileged, or the gifted. They make us believe that we need to have everything aligned perfectly before we can succeed, when in fact, success is built on consistent action, not perfect circumstances. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by waiting for everything to fall into place. They got there by taking ownership of their lives, refusing to accept excuses, and pushing forward in spite of the challenges. When you make excuses, you are telling yourself that you are not capable of handling what life throws at you. But every time you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility, you begin to realize the full extent of your potential. You see that you are capable of much more than you ever imagined. The truth is, you have within you everything you need to succeed. But it's your willingness to stop making excuses that unlocks that power. Excuses cloud your vision and divert your energy from the solutions that lie ahead. The moment you stop making excuses is the moment you begin to see the opportunities in front of you. And when you stop letting excuses dictate your actions, you unlock a whole new world of possibilities and step into the greatness you were destined for. But setbacks are often perceived as failures, but in reality they are opportunities waiting to be seized. Every setback you face is not the end of the road, but a chance to pause, learn, and come back stronger than before. It's easy to become discouraged when things don't go according to plan, but true growth happens when we are tested and stretched beyond our limits. In those moments, the real question is not, why did this happen? But what can I learn from this? And how can I use this to grow? When life throws obstacles in your path, it's not a sign to give up. It's a chance to reassess your strategy, refine your approach, and rise again with renewed determination. Setbacks provide clarity. They force you to evaluate your goals, your methods, and your mindset. In every challenge there is a lesson, and the only way to truly fail is to refuse to learn from it. The difference between those who remain stuck in their setbacks and those who make a comeback is their perspective. A setback can either break you or build you. It's in your hands how you respond. Do you let it defeat you, or do you use it to fuel your next move? A comeback is not about denying the pain of the setback, but about recognizing that the setback was simply a setup for your growth and transformation. When you embrace setbacks as part of the journey, you begin to understand that they are necessary. The most successful individuals didn't get to where they are by avoiding failure. They got there by overcoming it. They didn't let setbacks stop them from pursuing their dreams. Instead, they used each one as a springboard to launch themselves further. A comeback is not just about bouncing back, it's about coming back better, stronger, and wiser. Setbacks force you to dig deep, to find strength you didn't know you had, and to tap into new reservoirs of resilience. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you expand your capacity for success, for leadership, and for greatness. What makes a comeback so powerful is that it shows the world, and more importantly yourself, that you are not defined by your setbacks. You are defined by how you respond to them. Setbacks are opportunities in disguise. Opportunities to rebuild, refocus, and reignite your passion. They are the trials that sharpen your character and mold you into a person who is not only able to succeed, but to thrive. So the next time you face a setback, don't view it as a defeat. See it for what it truly is. A moment of preparation, a lesson, and a launching pad for your greatest comeback. Taking responsibility for your life means accepting that you are the one in control of your choices, your actions, and ultimately your future. It's about recognizing that you hold the power to shape your own destiny and that your circumstances do not define you. Life will present challenges, setbacks, and obstacles, but your response to them is entirely up to you. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming external factors, whether it's your environment, your upbringing, or the actions of others. You stop playing the victim role and start taking ownership of the narrative of your life. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for someone else to change your situation. You stop looking for someone to come and rescue you, because you know deep down that the power to change your circumstances lies within you. You are not at the mercy of the world or the people around you. Instead, you realize that the decisions you make every single day determine the direction your life will go. Whether you succeed or fail is not determined by luck, fate, or chance. It's determined by the choices you make and how committed you are to your own growth. Taking responsibility means acknowledging that your past does not dictate your future. It means letting go of the excuses, the regrets, and the guilt that hold you back. It's about accepting that while you may not have control over everything that has happened to you, you have full control over how you respond to it. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it and use those lessons to propel you forward. When you take responsibility, you stop living in the shadow of your mistakes and start using them as stepping stones to your next level. It also means stepping into your power. When you take responsibility for your life, you acknowledge that you are capable of achieving greatness, and you no longer give your power away to circumstances or people. You stop waiting for the perfect conditions or the right moment to act. You take ownership of your time, your energy, and your effort. Every action you take, no matter how small, becomes a deliberate step toward the life you want to create. This also requires a shift in mindset. It's about moving from a mentality of passivity to one of active participation. You stop seeing life as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something you create. You become the architect of your own destiny, and every day presents an opportunity to build something greater. Taking responsibility means you stop making excuses, stop waiting for others to change, and start changing yourself. It means understanding that no one else can live your life for you, and no one else is coming to do it for you. When you take responsibility, you stop making intentional choices that align with your goals. You become proactive in your growth and development, actively seeking out opportunities to improve yourself and your circumstances. You stop waiting for things to fall into place and take action to make them happen. It's about taking charge of your own life and understanding that no one else can live your dream, fulfill your purpose, or unlock your potential. Only you can. Perfection often paralyzes progress. The pursuit of perfection can be a trap that keeps you stuck waiting for the right moment, the perfect conditions, or the flawless outcome. The truth is, perfection is a moving target that never really arrives. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you may wait forever. On the other hand, taking action, no matter how imperfect it may seem, moves you forward. It allows you to learn, grow, and adjust as you go. Waiting for perfection keeps you stagnant. It tells you that until everything is ideal, you are not ready to move. But in reality, the only way to improve is to take action and gain experience. Every step you take, even if it's not perfect, teaches you something valuable. When you act, you begin to learn from your mistakes, refine your approach, and develop a deeper understanding of what works and what doesn't. Progress is made in the doing, not in the waiting. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goal. Perfection often comes from the desire to control every outcome and eliminate risk, but this kind of thinking limits your potential. It keeps you from trying new things and exploring new opportunities because you fear making mistakes or not getting it right the first time. But here's the truth. Perfection is not the goal. Growth, learning, and improvement are. You don't need everything to be perfect to make an impact. You just need to start. When you choose action over perfection, you embrace the idea that progress is more important than perfection. You recognize that mistakes aren't failures, they are part of the process. You gain wisdom and insight from each attempt, and eventually you find your rhythm. What holds many people back is not a lack of skill, but a fear of failure or imperfection. They want to get it right before they even try, and in doing so, they never take the first step. But the truth is, you don't have to have all the answers or a perfect plan. You just have to begin and adjust along the way. By taking action, you start creating momentum, and momentum is what propels you forward. Each small action builds upon the last, creating a ripple effect that leads to greater results. It's not about waiting until you have everything figured out. It's about making the most of the moment you have right now. You learn as you go, adjust as needed, and continue to move forward. It's in the action that you discover your true capabilities and develop the strength to persevere through challenges. So, when you take action over perfection, you shift your focus from fear to courage, from uncertainty to growth. You stop waiting for the perfect conditions and start creating them. Every mistake is just a stepping stone. Every challenge a chance to improve. In the end, it's not about being perfect. It's about being willing to start, to fail, and to rise again, stronger and more capable. Taking action is the key that unlocks your potential, and it's the only way to turn your dreams into reality. In the end, success is not defined by the absence of challenges or the perfection of our actions. It is defined by our ability to take responsibility for our lives, to rise above excuses, and to embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth. True greatness comes not from waiting for the perfect moment, but from taking action even when conditions aren't ideal. When we choose commitment over convenience, we unlock our true potential. And when we stop making excuses, we start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. Every setback, every challenge, and every mistake is a chance to come back stronger, wiser. Remember, you hold the power to shape your own future. The world doesn't wait for perfection. It waits for those who are willing to take bold steps, to fail forward, and to never stop growing. Your journey is yours to create. And the moment you take responsibility for it is the moment you unlock the keys to your greatness. So, stop waiting, stop making excuses, and start taking action. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. The time is now.